It doesn't matter what you're saying. What matters is the way how you're saying it, the way how you're narrating it, the way how you're making them feel, the people who are listening to you. Hello and welcome back to your favorite spoken English channel, Vision Spoken English. In this video, we are going to talk about certain most important points that you should consider at the time when you're speaking in English. Let's get started with the first one. Here, you need to understand that the most important thing in the communication is hearing. It's not what is being said, it's what you listen. Got it? So at certain point of time when you're talking to someone, our most important priority remains to construct sentences and then doing blah 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 upon that sentences. Rather than doing this, you should consider about listening, and communication skill is about 50-50. So the most important point in communication skill is focusing upon listening rather than speaking. So listening goes by beyond the boundary. So if you're talking to someone and you're just narrating in your own thoughts, just like I'm doing in front of you on YouTube, in real life it doesn't happen. It doesn't work like that. You need to maintain that balance, and in order to maintain that balance, you need to prioritize what is being stated rather than what is being stated by you. Okay, let's talk about the second point, which is speak clearly. If you speak at all, carve every word before you let it fail. So at the time when you are stating things, you shouldn't put exaggeration upon the pronunciation, too much accent upon it, and then all those rubbish. Rather than doing these, you should prefer about clarity of what you're saying. If you do so, your meaning has to be understood by others. It's not that your communication skill has to be enhanced. That's not the point. The point is that you're speaking. You're saying something to someone. That's the main point, and you need to take care of this at the time of speaking. Let's talk about the third point, which is a good listener is not only popular everywhere, but after a while he knows something. See, at the time we are just speaking and you're narrating something, you're giving your own thoughts at the time of speaking. So at this time you're not learning anything. And rather than doing this, if you prefer about listening, then at that point of time you learn about things. You prefer knowing facts, you know some informations. So rather than doing all these bullshit like speaking blah 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 blah, you should prefer about listening and understanding what's going on with the person who is speaking. Let's talk about the last point, which is it's not what you say, it's the way how you say it. Imagine, we all have been going through that assembly in the morning and speeches of our principals. We hated it, we literally hated it. But if you start doing the same, what makes the difference? So rather than speaking without an emotion, you should have emotion about the thing that you're speaking. It doesn't matter what you're saying. What matters is the way how you're saying it, the way how you're narrating it, the way how you're making them feel, the people who are listening to you. So these were 5 most important points that you should keep in mind at the time of speaking. That's it.